Welcome back to WagerTalk.com. I'm your host, Marco D'Angelo. Joined in studio today, we've got a special guest, our normal resident, my partner in crime's out under the weather today, but we were lucky enough to snag. He's in town, Mr. Gill Alexander, beatingthebook.com, or where you're. Dr. Bob is where you're housed at.
Yes.
drbob.com for your baseball. This guy, but where you probably recognize once he starts talking, the Megapod and all of your Beating the Book podcast.
Thank you for having me. First question, am I getting paid for this?
You're getting twice as much as I get paid on your show.
Oh,
that's how we operate.
It's a lot of money.
There you go.
It's a lot of money.
Right. And guys know that we do a podcast what have we been doing it with you now? Is it 4 years?
4 years.
Every football season, we've been doing it. Put it up on Thursday. This week, actually, podcast up a little earlier this week with the podcast. And it's been myself and an artist formerly known as VR on the show.
That's right.
And you always have a swinging guest every week with it.
Yeah. I mean, it's humbling because folks in the industry, as you know, kind enough to come on. They don't get paid. And it's on a week-by-week basis, so willing to come on. So we're blessed in that way.
We break down the NFL, and it's almost a cult-type following with the people, the way they reach out with us on Twitter, and appreciate that. But other than you being a great podcast host, I heard you actually can pick some baseball games. Not half bad, I hear.
Besides one terrible year, we do very well. Yeah, the fateful year of 2013. We won't talk about that. But yeah, other than that, it's been very good. And that's what I do exclusively at Dr. Bob. I just do baseball. I don't handicap year round. Baseball has always been my thing. Bob himself, he does college football, college basketball, and pro basketball. He also has another guy, Guru, who does pro basketball. So we're sort of parsing it out these days, and collectively we've had a really nice run. Absolutely, and I've worked with you for all those years, and I can attest to you are one of the great baseball minds in the industry. Thank you, sir.
I like to refer to myself and as a decent baseball guy, and there will be many days I'll send you a text and say, hey, I'm big on this game. Where are you at? And I love whenever I get the text back and we are on the same side. I'll tell you that much.
I like that too. I do.
All right, Gil. Since Brian's not here today, he normally would be going back and forth with me in college basketball. I know that's not your forte, so we wanted to give you your props at the beginning of this and introduce you to the audience. I'm going to jump into the basketball and pretty much just carry it. We probably should have gave Dr. Bob a quick call and see what he said about this game, but we're going to look at Georgetown and Creighton. And from all of the years that I've done your podcast, I'm a big situational type guy.
Absolutely.
And this is a game, to me, that's a situational play. Georgetown has come in here. They played last night. They lost. They got upset at home by Xavier. And prior to that, they had a 4-game winning streak. In that collective 5-game stretch that they played, it was an absolutely murderous schedule for them. They played the best teams in the conference. During that 5-game stretch, they played Butler at home, which they won the game but didn't cover, but that was a look-ahead spot for them because coming up next for them after that Butler game, they played Villanova, who was one of the top teams. The top team in the conference, but is one of the top teams in the country. Villanova playing very well this year. They upset Villanova. I mean, not only did they beat Villanova, they pounded Villanova in that game, beating them by 20 points, 78-58. They went off of that game and went on the road to Marquette, and I know a lot of sharps jumped on Marquette in that spot after the upset of Villanova, figured that was a flat spot for them. Georgetown was losing most of that game. They rallied at the end and sent it into overtime, and then ended up winning by 10 on the road in overtime at Marquette, another place that's not an easy place to play. Came home last night, had their letdown last night against Xavier. So the knee-jerk reaction, they're going to Creighton, who's on a horrendous losing streak. Creighton heading into tonight's game, we're taping on Wednesday, so they will play a game before Saturday. They've lost 9 in a row. Not a great spot. People will look for Georgetown to be an automatic bounce-back play. But
not you, though.
Not me, though. Nope, absolutely not. This is a spot where I think you'll have a carryover effect. They finally lost the game, plus the fact they already played Creighton at home. They pounded Creighton at home by 15, and I think they're going to look past them, just feel like we got to show up and we're going to win. Although Creighton's lost 9 in a row, they have been competitive in several of the games. They only lost by 1 to Seton Hall. They lost by 1 at Marquette and only lost by 3 to Butler. I think they're ready to pull off an upset, and I'm going to take them on Saturday. My numbers have them winning the game by 3 to 5 points. I think this game's going to come out. It'll be a small number with Georgetown being a slight favorite based on Creighton losing all of those games, but I really think Creighton will get the win here, and we're going to go ahead and make it official and say Creighton, pull the numbers. They're going to win this one by 3 to 5, and that will definitely get the money on Saturday against Georgetown. We're going to have the carryover effect for the Georgetown taking that loss at home to Xavier. Now, guys, it's Saturday. A lot of college basketball. A lot of NBA action. You can head over to wagertalk.com. Every Wednesday and Saturday, we have a special Wager Talk Power Pass. $99. You can get everything on the site for that day. You get all of the plays. Anything that anybody released on Saturday, you will get that, including any 5% plays at the site. Head over to wagertalk.com to check that out. And as we do every week, we offer you a coupon for watching the videos. This week's coupon is SB, abbreviation for Super Bowl, obviously. Just put SB Video 10 in your shopping cart. When you check out, you'll get $10 off any package you buy. That's it for our basketball video, taking Creighton on Saturday. The rest of the videos, guys, all Super Bowl and props. That's up next, wagertalk.com.